right, welcome back, everybody, on this week's episode of Bone Apple Tea. It's, New Year's. I guess New Year's Eve, but New Year's Day at the same time.
Happy New Year.
So we start off by talking about, holy shit, it's New Year's. But we then roll straight into this brawl that went down at the Armed Forces Bowl between Mississippi State and Tulsa. So pretty interesting. Bunch of guys on football teams pretty much beat the crap out of each other. And
Number 7.
Yeah, that guy, we saw you.
We saw it.
He kicked a guy and ran away.
I'll be your agent. We'll get you to fight Logan Paul.
It'll be great. And then we talked about Wonder Woman 84 and how brutally average it was. And then also the fact that it was like kind of one of the first movies that was released on HBO Max the same day it was released in theaters. And how that played out for them in terms of like streaming downloads and whatnot. Then we rolled into Dunkin' Donuts talking about how they're updating their coffee. Kind of interesting. You're just going to have to find out what they're doing to it, though. It's going to be slightly more something. And then we go into our very short media news update. Just kidding. We kind of started off with that, with the Wonder Woman thing. But the recurring segment on Reddit this week, which is actually a pretty interesting question. A good way to cap off the year. If COVID-19 became a pandemic in 1990 rather than 2020, how would events have played out differently?
Crazy stuff.
A bunch of nostalgic stuff, and then one guy that just went into like way too much detail about what would have happened, like as if he's been like thinking about this his entire life.
Yeah,
and like
since COVID started,
it was
like,
very long
1990.
Yeah, wrote a script for a pandemic movie or something. I don't know, but
Thanks.
yeah. And then we ended off with a COVID talk and how Little Pump doesn't believe in it. And of course, it's Little Pump. So
and some just like vaccine stuff, new strain of COVID, and then like is a vaccine.
Panic.
Yeah, panic. There is a new strain of COVID. Okay.
Time to panic.
What does it have to do with you? Find out in this episode.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's it.
Enjoy.
Buddy.
Yeah, get nice and close and personal.
Beans.
Touch me.
All right, we're technically going.
Okay, we're going.
Yeah, we're good. We're
All
live.
right, so
We've been going.
it's 2021, pretty much.
Is it? It's not.
Well,
You're
not-
already lying?
Yeah.
We're gonna start off the new year with a big-ass lie?
We're doing a live stream till midnight, baby.
Yeah, right.
It's not
But
happening.
if someone's listening to this tomorrow, it's 2021.
That's true. It is
But,
technically 2021.
And even in Dubai, it's 2021 right now.
Happy New Year.
That's
Yeah,
right.
they're
Yeah,
in
it's
the
kind of
future.
funny. Johnny was like, "Wait a minute,
Literally
it's
in the future.
New Year's Eve." When he came over, I was like,
Isn't
it's
that
funny.
why you came over?
Yeah, it
Yeah, okay.
but Johnny gets on the
Hearsay.
podcast. We're like, all right, anyways, let's shit on him for about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Guys, I love being here.
New
Anything
fish,
else?
new target.
Oh god, yeah. Well, I
That is
just
so funny.
it's kind of crazy for me to think about like where we were at this exact moment last year. I knew we like had like a little get together with a bunch of friends, and like we could not do that right now at all. Like a bunch of people we didn't even know were like
Yeah,
just
it
like
was,
over our house, like
30
having a good
people or
time.
something.
Yeah, and it was just like I was just like thinking like how much different it is. Like that would be totally frowned upon. Yet I do see a lot of people on their stories like partying.
Yeah,
Oh,
like in
I'm
New
sure.
York. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
like
Yeah,
New York, I see
absolutely.
like tons of people. I'm like, all right, I guess for a day. And didn't your dad say like in Lebanon, like there's like a ton of people
Dude,
like going
yeah,
crazy
one
in
of
the
my
clubs
friends
and
is
stuff?
in Lebanon right now, and he just like sent me a snap. He's like out at like some club or something. There's just like tons of
Partying it
people
up.
dancing. I'm like, what are you guys doing? Like you're a COVID. Like you're
Yeah,
a
It's
COVID
the new
risk.
year.
Yeah, it's
Lock him up when he gets back.
it's definitely.
Why do you
kind
think
of-
I'm here? We're shitting on people
No
for
reason.
going places.
Yeah,
I'm
it-
sitting in between you
Yeah,
guys.
yeah. No.
Yeah, but like you live on like a farm, pretty much.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
and like I
farmer
literally
ground.
work,
Obviously, it's
I work-
different. It's three
yeah.
of us, and we're
Yeah.
not
yeah,
partying with
and
a
I
bunch
work
of-
from home. Like I literally am
you.
just sitting at my
Same here.
table
Yeah,
all day.
yeah.
But yeah, it's crazy to think like I'm
Happy
curious
New
about
Year.
where 2021 is going to be going. Hopefully better, especially with all the stuff that's going on. Dunkin' Donuts is here to try and make it better with 20% more caffeine in their coffee. What
Is
the?
that a new thing? That's
Yes.
actually
Is that
real.
yeah, is that a-
So it's not worth it, but I did it anyway. So made with green tea extract, they went with the slogan, "Let's be honest, many of our plans and goals for 2021 got derailed. As we head into 2021, it's supposed to be goals for 2020, got derailed. As we head into 2021, we could all use a little something extra to help us tackle our to-dos." So the article that I was reading from inaccurately told people what a cup of coffee had in terms of milligrams of caffeine. They said it had 16 milligrams,
Yeah, that's
wildly off.
that's way
Yeah.
off.
They were like, oh, people like espresso shots because they have 60 milligrams in them and coffee only has 16. I'm like, No, it doesn't.
Yeah, that's not even half.
Yeah, it's like, I guess maybe if you're talking about the little, like if you took shot for shot, like proportionally.
I think a single cup of coffee has like something like 50 or 60.
No, a
technically.
cup
you
of
can get
coffee is like 90.
You
Well,
can get
that's like a
caffeine
cup of
pills for
coffee
like
from
100 milligrams.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Dude, caffeine pills, the ones I have downstairs are 200.
Yeah.
So,
But like they're using green tea extract. I'm curious as to why they chose it that way. I'm wondering if they were like, if it's somehow cheaper, if there's someone is actually considering the L-theanine aspect of it.
Dude, I mean, if it's like, it like, I mean, I don't know if they got 90 milligrams caffeine. Like Starbucks has a shitload of caffeine in their
so
coffee.
much, dude. One
I
of
mean,
those
it's like
venti
way-
coffees is like drinking an aggressive pre-workout.
Yeah.
Nice.
So like, you know what I mean? Like that's if that's their bar and they're trying to match Starbucks or something. Like I guess it's just such a random thing to do. Is there a reason? Or they were
I don't
just
know.
like, hey guys,
it
fuck
sounds healthier.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Well,
green tea.
I
Yeah,
definitely, I'm
perfect.
I'm
So they put
curious.
green tea in the coffee.
That's
I'm
what
on
I'm.
board.
Yeah, like I feel it. Well, green tea extract. I don't know if that's gonna taste good though.
Is that like
Just
vanilla extract?
Concentrated green tea.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
One drop of super green tea. I don't know. I'm curious to try, and this is only in the in 2021. I guess like literally tomorrow.
Yeah, like they're gonna pump it out tomorrow.
It's New Year's Eve, by the way.
If you didn't know.
So I'm just letting you know.
Sorry.
Or sorry.
But yeah, I guess maybe I was giving them too much credit with the L-theanine aspect of things. I was like, oh, maybe they're thinking if they add green tea
No,
extract,
no, it's
they're going to
Dunkin'
balance
Donuts.
out the coffee with the L-theanine to give you a smoother ride into 2021.
I think it's just Dunkin' Donuts, and they don't want to
Yeah.
spend money like that
Yeah.
on coffee.
Yeah,
That'd
that's
be
true.
cool though. Maybe
Yeah.
if they offered it. It's a
Yeah.
little bougie for
It's definitely
Dunkin'
bougie.
Donuts. You know
Definitely
what I mean?
bougie. But wait a minute. Now you actually got something this
Oh,
time.
yeah.
This
Yeah,
is
it
a
happened.
rare occasion
Yeah.
where this happens.
Yeah, once in every like whatever 30 episodes.
Yeah, you
know?
come to the table with
Yeah.
something.
Well, so there was like a fight that broke out at the Armed Forces Bowl between Mississippi State and Tulsa. And I'm just going to play the video because it's kind of funny. I mean,
okay.
it's always funny when this kind of stuff happens at football games because, like, you know, it's like super not allowed. I think it's funnier when
Fighting in
fights.
sports is like why I watch sports.
Dude, like that's why hockey's so great. But I think it's
Yeah.
funnier, honestly, when basketball players get in fights.
Yeah,
Because,
but
like,
that's
it's
just
so
pushing.
Yeah, but it's just like, you know, they're not like football. Like
Yo!
they're pretty much already
Whoa!
fighting. Yeah, that guy got stomped on.
Damn, dude. They're
But
like,
that other guy ran away after he was
Yeah.
like, oh, I got one hit.
He hit him and then he ran away. And this guy like throws a punch and then he just.
dude, he doesn't have his helmet on. Look at, oh my God.
But like, you know,
He's like one guy against the whole
coaches-
team right now.
the coaches like can't stop it because like
There's so many.
and they're just gigantic humans. Like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah,
You know,
like-
there's. And so, like, I don't know what the deal, because you know it's kind of a big deal when that happens. Usually, somebody gets expelled or something like that.
Yeah.
But I don't know yet. I mean, I don't know if they've announced if anybody's gotten expelled. I don't know how they would because literally the entire team. Like, there's one guy that they name by name. I won't name him because like
Number
whatever,
7.
put him on
I
blast.
saw you out there.
Well, I think actually, I think that was the guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well,
Um,
he's
and
the only
uh,
other guy on that team, and he was swarmed.
He's a wide
everyone
receiver
else.
for the Bulldogs, and he kicked a Tulsa player during the fight, and then immediately fled. So that's like what that
Oh,
was.
yeah,
You saw
yeah.
him throw the kick and then like run away.
Wow.
Who
Um,
won? Who won the game?
The Bulldogs won, so Mississippi State.
Wow. And
Yeah, I mean they won 28-26, so it was a really close game.
oh,
You know what I mean? So like that's kind of
did this break out? I'm imagining after they won, or
yeah.
was it?
This was after the game, and then that was the final game of the season for them. And then also like
Wow.
they were talking shit to each other before the game started. So like even before the game started, there's like a video of them like just like
Getting all
absolutely
amped
yeah,
up.
talking
like
shit.
grouped up, just like yelling at each other and like whatever, like getting in each other's faces and stuff. And
Damn.
usually it's like, oh, whatever, they're
Yeah.
gonna start playing and it's gonna,
Yeah.
you know, nothing's
Get
gonna
over it.
happen. But then then they
or
started
they'll just be really aggressive with their tackling and shit. You know, like they'll
Yeah,
get their aggression
get
out
it
in
out.
the game. Yeah.
But then they just like started throwing.
Someone's
got to
lose.
Yes.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
They're not
true.
Gonna be happy if it's a close game.
Yeah.
I
So-
wish fights broke out more often in sports, or they were just legal in sports.
Yeah,
because
well,
that
that's
would
why
make it-
hockey, dude. The hockey
Yeah,
fights are all happen all the time.
Absolutely.
What's the rules around hockey fighting? Is there like some sort of code of conduct? You know?
I don't know. You see a guy fall, and after he falls, they usually stop. So maybe
Okay,
that's
so it's like
something.
as soon as someone
someone
much-
someone who plays hockey is listening to us, like, you goddamn idiots.
Yeah.
I don't know.
These
if
are the
there's,
rules.
Like a specific rule, but like they always like the refs will let it happen. It depends.
Throw
It
their gloves
depends.
down, and then they're like, no.
Yeah, it depends. Like I feel like it's also like a crowd thing. Like, you know, like the crowd's got to be in it. If everybody's like, yeah, fight, you know, then the rest are like, all right.
Yeah, they're gonna let it
The crowd
happen.
was like, no, guys.
Yeah, oh
Stop.
God, no! It just
whatever
sounds like
you do.
cheering. You know what I mean? Like you don't even know.
I
You're
don't like the
"Ah."
idea of fighting on skates.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
That's a terrifying thing.
Yeah, dude, I
If
can
you
barely,
fall and-
dude, I can't do anything on skates. I can barely ice skate.
Dude,
let
you know
alone
it's gonna
trying
you know when it's gonna happen too, because it gets built up and like, you know, you see two guys going at it a
they
lot.
throw
And
their
like, oh, they're
gloves
gonna
down.
fight, dude. And there's always like, you know, teams have like that one guy, just like a bruiser who just goes in to hit people, and then also they'll throw him in when they want him to fight someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, go
So it's
fight
like-
that guy. He scored 3 goals tonight. Go beat the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Pound his eye in.
Yeah.
But
That is
yeah,
why hockey's great. Yep.
also
God bless
we saw
hockey.
Wonder Woman. Did you watch the new Wonder Woman movie?
Oh, no. Are you guys going to chat about it?
Yeah, kind of. But I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
say how like terribly okay it was.
Yeah.
I'll talk about how terribly okay the first one was, too.
Oh, I didn't even see the first one.
Yeah.
See,
Well,
that's
it was-
okay. See that I was really confused
Also,
that
I
you.
heard the first one was like the best one.
Yeah, I definitely liked the first
The
one.
first one was like the best DC movie.
That's
Yeah,
what
by
I. Yeah,
far.
that's, what I
That's
heard.
true. That's
Yeah.
true.
But they had like a Greek god in it. Who was it? Ares or Zeus?
I thought it was
yeah.
Ares, right?
Yeah, I think it was Ares.
I
And
watched
that
it. I
threw
just
me
fell
off.
Yeah, because I
asleep.
can remember her being like Addie's, you know, in her accent or
Yeah.
whatever. I
Yeah.
can't do it,
I
but
was
like,
like,
you
that's
know,
a DC villain? Like,
yeah, it's
okay.
just like a Greek god, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I
they're,
guess
they're
for
really
her.
grasping for straws, though.
Yeah, I
Seems
mean,
like, they're like Marvel's really killing it, dude.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It's like,
if
I
we
don't
make
really,
Wonder Woman fight a Greek god, I'm sure people will watch it. Just,
dude. Well,
And
so
they
Thor.
they
You
did.
know, it's a Norse god, right? So it's
Yeah.
like kind of
Yeah.
the same thing.
Yeah, it's like DC's version of it.
Touche.
but you know what's funny is when I
Douche.
think of Thor, I'm not like, oh, that god over there. I'm like, oh yeah, Chris Hemsworth, he is Thor.
Yeah, dude, that god over there. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
He is a
Dude,
god.
and also for whatever reason, when I think of Thor, you ever see that cartoon where like it's like Thor the Hulk, and it wasn't actually them, but it was like
Was it Thor verse Hulk?
no, it was
Is
like
that the one
Thor
you're
the
talking
Hulk and one other guy, and they were like they lived in an apartment together, and like the Thor
What?
was like a rock star dude who like I don't
No.
know, I don't remember what it was called. I'm gonna
Sounds like
find
a
out what
dream,
this.
dude.
No, dude, it's a cartoon. It used to be, and like Hulk wasn't called the Hulk; he was called like Crunk or something. I don't know. I'm gonna
Yeah,
find it.
this
Yeah, you're
doesn't
gonna have
sound
to.
like
Yeah, you're gonna have to find that.
I'm gonna find it.
Yeah, but I mean, okay, so I liked Wonder Woman 1 with, one slight caveat, which was just I don't like that Wonder Woman literally murdered a
Oh,
man.
yeah, you said
Like
that.
I don't know, I'm just not a big fan of Wonder Woman, like this peaceful, like warrior woman being like, and an axe through his chest.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, like, is this a hero? I mean, I guess he's a Nazi.
Exactly.
That's like the only thing. It's like, it's
Yeah,
okay
dude, what,
because he's a
you
Nazi.
A Nazi sympathizer now?
No, it's just,
Yeah,
it's just.
Frank.
I
This is
haven't,
on-
I haven't
this is on
seen,
camera.
I haven't seen Spider-Man drive an axe through any villain.
Because Spider-Man's like 14,
point.
dude. Of course he's not putting an axe. through
Not
someone.
Batman.
Hey, but you know what?
Batman.
Batman? Yeah, what are you talking about? Batman killed someone in that
No, he
movie.
did it. The
Which
whole
movie?
point of Dark Knight is Joker makes him try to kill someone every move, and he never does.
But
Yeah.
didn't he do it in like one of the more recent ones? He's like shooting machine guns and shit, dude.
If he did, it was because
yeah,
it's
if
Zack Snyder.
If he
Yeah,
did
Zack
it because of
Snyder-
Ben Affleck,
Yeah.
yeah, well, okay. Well,
Zack
Affleck.
Snyder forces all of his
Affleck.
friggin' heroes into a situation just like Superman, where he's got to friggin' murder someone.
Dude, well, it's
Oh, yeah, yeah,
realistic.
we
like,
talked
I'm sure
about-
it's
we
happened
talked
once or
about all
twice.
this.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like there's got to be at least one movie because there's always a story where one of them.
It's got to be realistic.
Yeah, that
We're
Superman
talking
thing
about
was a
people
little like.
flying in space and stuff. I don't know. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, but like
you
you're-
never know, man.
But like you're already grasping that that's part of the movie. Everything else is totally normal human shit. Sometimes people die, bro. This guy can punch a hole through the planet. Like, of course he's gonna accidentally kill someone. Like, like
Yeah, but it wasn't like he like slipped and accidentally cranked his neck
Yeah,
in
okay,
half, you know?
that's-
And
that's a
weren't they
little-
like surrounded by people? There was like people watching.
Yeah, dude, it was not a great. I love what's his name? Henry Cavill as Superman,
Mhm.
and I hope that they do another movie, but I wasn't a big fan of his movie.
yeah, that was hyper aggressive. Like he snapped his neck in front of a ton of people. Like that was kind of
really bad.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
like what I remember from that scene is like a mom and her kid watching, and it's just like,
Yeah,
Why
this
is-
is Superman.
yeah, why is this in the movie? Like, oh
Dude,
man,
I
he's
just-
really gotta.
you got to know that he can do that. You know what I
You
mean?
got to know that this guy was so bad he had to die.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
But anyhow, the only thing, so with Wonder Woman, the second one, Wonder Woman 1984, I liked some aspects of it.
1984.
yeah, it's like-
these movies.
Yeah, and you only like the first one.
Yeah.
Oh, you're joking. I can.
But I liked Chris Pine because I like Chris Pine. But
Who's he?
Chris Pine is her boyfriend that dies in the first one.
Mm-hmm.
So he's back in
Yeah,
the second
spoiler
one.
alert.
Is he in?
It's not really that much of a spoiler.
Yeah,
dude.
I've seen the
he's on the
first
movie
one.
cover.
Opening credits. It's like Chris Pine.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, you're gonna see him.
Yeah.
Could be a flashback.
What else is he in? I don't remember him being in
It's true.
that movie.
He's in Princess Diaries too.
Next.
You remember
Here,
that?
I'll pull up a picture of Chris Pine.
You've seen that movie?
Oh, come on.
Dude.
Adam's like, what? How am I the only one who hasn't seen this?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude, what are you
yeah,
talking
this
about?
like this handsome guy. You know, it's
He's
all
in,
the Chris's. Chris Evans, Chris
in Star
Pine,
Trek.
Chris friggin'
He's in a movie with Tom Hardy.
Pratt, Chris Hemsworth. There's
And
way
they,
too many Chris. You know, Adam points this out. There's way too many Chris's.
Some chick flick.
Yeah, dude. Every single dude ever that's a white
Chris.
American person is named Chris besides you two. You're Jonny. That's like basically Chris. I mean,
Yeah.
That's-
Dude,
it's actually-
I had no
it's
argument.
actually wicked funny because when I went into this meeting for like a kickoff meeting for my company, and we walk into the room, and it's only like a room of like 15 people, and we were already headed there to meet a Chris. And my boss is named Chris. And so we're like, yeah, we're going to meet another Chris today, you know, kind of joking about it, right? As like lame jokes go at work. And we sit down and like another Chris walks in the door. He's like, hi, and sits down. We're all like introducing ourselves. He's like, hi, my name's Chris. I work for the defense department. You know? And then like literally, I'm not kidding, 2 more Chris's walk in the room. We're in a room with 5 Chris's.
yeah.
And there's
Sounds
only
like a
like
cult.
there's only like 10 people. And I wanted to text Adam, but I didn't have my phone, but I told him immediately after. I was like, dude, every white guy's named Chris.
Dude, I know. I literally thought John, like, you know, like the trainer John that also cuts our hair and
Yeah, he's been
basically
on the
does our
show.
taxes and everything else.
Yeah,
He's I thought his name was or I called him Chris for the longest time too. You know, your stepdad's Chris.
Yeah.
So, how many
Chris.
Chris's you got? But anyways, the only reason I brought up Wonder Woman was to talk about the fact that this is the first movie to release in theaters and on HBO Max the same day.
All for it
Yeah, it's
Um,
interesting.
to the consumer.
Yeah, so it was you know,
No, I'll
this is
comment
going to
after.
happen to all of their 2021 movies, by the way. Like,
Yeah. Well,
Tom and Jerry.
I imagine this.
Yeah,
they're
I
doing this. We kind of talked about this before, but they're doing this because of the pandemic, and
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
like, we
for
can't,
sure.
we can't stall the movies we've made. We need to get them out here because they invested all those millions of dollars into actually making the movies. They want to see a return somehow.
Did
Yeah,
you guys
and
see the Dune producers are suing?
no, dude.
They're suing.
They're suing Warner Brothers, I think,
Whoa.
because Warner Brothers made the deal with HBO, and they're like, "What the fuck?
Oh,
like, we
I
don't want
didn't
our
know.
movie on HBO Max right away. We want
Interesting.
It
Really?
in
Interesting.
So
Wow.
Wanna
Dune,
wait for the theaters?
Dune is the only movie that's done it, but they're still scheduled to go on HBO Max.
Interesting.
Because like you kind of have to. Like, are you trying to make money on the movie? Do you want to Dune 2?
Yeah.
Just-
Well, look
just
at
put it
what
on
happened with that Tenant.
Oh
You
yeah,
know,
what,
where,
did that bomb?
Chris Nolan, he's a landlord or whatever. No, he's a director. I think it's called.
I was like, what?
Tenet, he's a
It's a
landlord.
stupid ass name.
Yeah, it is.
Tenet.
It is.
Wait a minute, isn't
But,
what's his face in that?
yeah.
Robert Pattinson. He's in Tenet, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to be an amazing movie and like really good, but I guess they released it during the pandemic, and the audio, like they have masks on throughout the movie,
Oh,
and
my
you hear
God.
like just them muffled talking,
Oh.
and they're like, okay, well,
Well, so like
got the-
obviously this movie didn't do as well as it would have in theaters as it would on a non-pandemic year, but they still opened at $16.7 million over the 3-day weekend.
That's pretty good.
So best box office performance since the pandemic began.
was
Like-
Wonder Woman
Yeah.
Yeah.
even opening on HBO?
Yeah.
Like
so-
people still went to the theater to go see.
yeah,
it.
yeah. That's
Oh, wow.
16.7 mil just from theaters.
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought that
that's,
was
that's theaters alone. So
Wow.
and
Theaters were open.
again, like, you know, it's tough to say what it would have been without like the HBO Max release, and you know, more people probably would have went to the theaters to see it. Probably not
Yeah.
a ton more, but like,
I
Well,
mean, I would have
HBO
at least
Max
gone to
had
see
a
it.
disappointing number, I heard, for this year.
well, dude, I mean, for this movie, it actually did decent. So according to THR, which is a Screen Engine survey, it shows Wonder Woman 1984 has been streamed more in its first week than any other SVOD movie in 2020. SVOD just means streaming videos on demand. It's just like
Okay.
a title for that category of
Mhm.
services.
Interesting. So I guess it also beat Mulan.
It beat Disney Plus's Hamilton release
We can
and
talk
beat
about
out Disney's
Mulan.
more recent premiere of Pixar's Soul. So that movie Soul that just came out recently, which I didn't. It's
I
tough
heard it
because I,
was
feel
good.
like I'm not hearing about any movies because they're being released on streaming platforms. So,
Yeah.
like,
Well, also
yeah.
we don't watch commercials anymore.
Yeah,
to
so,
see
like-
trailers. for
Yeah, the only
movies.
time I do is like maybe I'm on a YouTube video and then it's like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 next.
yeah, like I
Yeah,
see
yeah.
posters for this. I see
Mulan,
posters
done.
or billboards for this Soul movie and stuff like that or whatever, like random ads on the internet. But like I'm used to seeing previews at the movie theaters, you know, what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah,
to
yeah.
gas up the new movies.
Uh,
But
what I heard is that Disney's Plus, their like holiday numbers for subscriptions were way better than they thought, and HBO Max was way worse than they thought for how many
So
people
I don't
signed
have
up.
anything on like total numbers, but Screen Engine found that 23% of Wonder Woman 1984 viewers literally signed up for HBO Max just to watch the movie over the weekend.
That's
then-
wicked funny.
And then among that 23%, only like 14% said they would remain HBO Max subscriptors, and 9% said they would likely cancel the subscription soon. So they literally just got it just to watch movies, which is
Yeah.
kind of where I am. But the 19% of existing HBO Max subscribers were talking about, or said in a survey that the Wonder Woman movie stopped them from canceling their subscriptions.
Interesting.
At least for now.
Yeah,
Well,
we started watching Harley
go ahead.
Quinn,
yeah,
and that's a funny
Yeah.
show.
that
Dude,
is
I mean,
really
That's a
good.
funny
Max
show.
That's why I
actually-
wanted to steal your password.
Dude, well, they have
HBO's listening.
HBO wants to know your location.
Yeah.
Dude, they actually have a lot of really good shit on it. All of the DC films and like shows and stuff are on it. And
Well,
then
then it stops.
yeah, I mean, I don't really, I
What
haven't
else do you
checked
have?
anything else
Yeah.
on there. But
Well,
I mean,
Nikki went through it the other day, and it was just like you had that Harley Quinn show that we watched,
Yep.
the new Wonder Woman movie that I'm sure I'll see at some point.
Yep.
Then you
Some
know
cool action sequences.
DC.
yeah,
DC
so
stuff,
actually,
and then you're
here's
done.
like you were saying with the Disney thing. So Disney beat HBO Max with over 2.3 million new app downloads with the release of Soul, which is that movie that just came out. That we were just talking about.
Mm.
Compared to HBO Max's 554,000 app downloads that weekend, which was the
Jeez.
weekend of Christmas.
Still a lot in a freaking weekend.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
shitload.
Yeah.
Real quick, shout out to Barry on HBO. If you guys haven't watched that, watch
Oh,
Barry.
you've been made. Yeah, I watched
That's
a few
the
episodes.
acting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
and
like
he's
where
a
he's
hitman.
like he's a hitman, but all of a sudden he falls in love with acting.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
like,
I've heard
shout
about
out Bill
that.
Hader, my boy. Who
Yeah.
went to different high schools.
Yeah, that's $8.3 million of subscription
That's
for
like,
3 mil.
for HBO.
But
if you
then-
think about it, $15.
So then you
Jeez.
got to think, however many subscribers they have, even if they lose 10%, that's a shit ton of money.
yeah,
A lot of money.
yeah.
It's like
I mean,
they're
I'm-
making out. I mean, and this is like, and that's the upfront cost, right? 8.3 million, whatever. And if if everybody who did that kept it and subscribed for one more month, that's twice that. Right?
Yeah.
So it's just
Mhm.
like,
And
Even
most
the people that
what's
accidentally
the-
keep it for a month, you know.
there's a stat of like 60 something percent of people forget to turn off subscriptions.
Yep.
It is a crazy high number.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I
people
myself
just-
included, man. Like all of a sudden, like I was,
that's why subscription models took over, dude.
yeah,
Yeah.
People just
oh
forget.
yeah, absolutely.
yeah. They're just like, oh yeah, we have this. Oh, whoops. Oh
Well,
man,
clothes
I
are
already
Planet
have it.
Fitness, dude. Planet Fitness. That's like
Yeah.
their business model.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
getting the person to like make the price so low so that if it charges their account, they don't notice. But also, if
They
they,
don't
see
care.
it, they're like, I'll go back to the gym at some point.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
it's only $10. You know,
10
never know.
bucks. I'll call them tomorrow and cancel it. It's not
Yeah.
a big deal.
Yeah, exactly. Now, moving on to our reoccurring segment, What's Trending on Reddit. Today is if COVID-19 became a pandemic in 1990 rather than 2020, how would events have played out differently? Which I
Oof.
thought this one was literally, this one had like over 60,000 comments under it. This
Okay.
one was like literally a top trending thing on Reddit. So one of the top comments was, kids would have long work packets instead of online class. Very
That's
factual.
probably just true.
Yeah, right. Every box of cereal is the next one. Every box of cereal would have a limited edition collectible mystery mask in it that you could have. That you would have to. Oh god, we got Kevin.
When
up
in the 90s though? Like late 90s?
here. I just 1990, even 1990,
Okay.
which we weren't even born yet.
Yeah, I wonder if it would have.
Someone who's listening to this
Wouldn't have
that's
been born.
older than that just felt really old. Mystery mask in it that you would have to submerge in water for an hour to activate the filter or some shit. That was the whole quote, which I totally get because like even when we were kids, if you went to like a Chuck E. Cheese or something, you could get those little aliens
Yeah,
and you put them in water and
they
they like get really big.
Beard and Kevin are right under me. So
Oh,
I'm
are they?
I'm ready
They're about to
fight.
just duke it
Oh,
out on your
dude,
leg.
wait.
They're
Beard's touching me. Kevin's over there.
oh man, they
Oh,
might be.
ow.
No, Kevin,
Uh-oh.
it's okay. They'll be fine. It is pretty loud though.
Imagine
They're
if
growling.
it's just like randomly in the background. Oh, that would be hilarious. Okay, anyway, so the next one is I think there would be a Dare like cartoon mascot to promote COVID safety protocols.
Mhm.
Yeah, because Dare was huge back then.
Mm.
Someone said X-Men cartoons telling you to wear a mask during cartoon time.
Yeah,
Good
I can
one.
see that.
Or like G.I. Joe.
Cartoon Fridays.
Like what's the slogan of G.I. Joe? Come on, at the end, G.I. Joe. Oh, knowing is half the battle.
Oh,
It'd be
yeah.
like, wear your mask, and knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe, bring.
Dude, the more you know.
So
The
yeah,
more
that's
you
right.
listen, the more you know.
And someone says, I don't know, but George Carlin would have been hilarious. Love
Nice.
that. And then this one is a long one. This is the last thing I'll read about this because
Oh, yeah,
it's
it's like
pretty.
5 bullet points.
It's long.
Whoa,
It's long.
whoa.
Yeah. I'll probably skip over some of it. As someone who was in high school during 1990, I can say that I think things would have been far worse. People would
Makes
have
sense.
had to go to work or not be paid. My mom worked in an office and there was no way she could have worked remotely. My stepdad was in sales and you couldn't really do that from home. I think the run on toilet paper was bad. You think the run on toilet paper was bad this year? ? Imagine no internet or social media and smaller grocery stores and everyone panicking because they are getting some, quote, war of the worlds, end quote, type vibe from the network news. Phone lines would
That's
100% have crashed because a strong storm could still take them out. Long distances calling, at least in the US, were still expensive, so no hanging on the phone with your friends either. No internet, no Netflix. Blockbuster would have been sold out in about 5 minutes. There would have been homeschooling. I'm going to summarize this. There would have been homeschooling, but not everyone would get the same access to materials. No online shopping. So you'd have to go out and get stuff because there's no door-to-door type sales or any sort of delivery services.
It'd just be terrible. I feel like we would have just
Yeah.
gotten herd immunity though in like the first couple of months because like everybody would have been out and about still.
I know. I feel like it's
Well,
I wonder
think
about that.
like in before the Roaring '20s, where at the
I know.
Spanish flu. What was it? The Spanish flu?
No, there was just the regular influenza.
Oh, yeah, and they still had to do the whole mask thing.
Yeah, no, they did. They
And-
literally did the whole mask thing, which is funny because people are like, "This has never been done ever,"
Yeah.
and I'm like, "It has.
Yeah,
You just weren't alive
Yeah,
for
this
it."
isn't the first
like every
pandemic.
100 years.
And what's funny is that like that same person that's usually like, "This is impinging on my freedom, and this has never been done before." I'm really into history, but I actually don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
But yeah, so that's pretty much like what they said. Oh, this guy puts out here, this is a bold statement. He says, I also agree that martial law would have been a real possibility if only for crowd control.
Mm.
That'd be
Martial law,
crazy.
Just like guys with guns just showing up and like, hey, I have a gun.
Yeah, I
listen
don't
to me.
fully understand martial law. Is that just like when the military takes over the government and sort of like
That's when the military can go in your home.
Oh, wow.
Google it.
Yeah. Okay.
I
Give
think
it a
you're. I
Goog.
think you're
What
right
is
though, Rand. I think that's
martial
what it is,
law?
but I don't like.
I think it's when the
entirely know
military can just come
something
into your
I've read.
home.
Movies.
Okay, here we go. Yeah, okay, here we go. Martial law is the temporary imposition of direct military control of normal civil functions or suspension of civil law by a government, especially in a response to a temporary emergency where civil forces are overwhelmed or in an occupied territory. So it's pretty much like if things get too crazy, they start rolling tanks down the street.
Mm,
Yeah.
Mm.
that'd be insane.
Yeah, that would be
'Cause
absolutely
wasn't,
Like
uh,
crashing cars and shit.
Martial law, like leading up to our Revolutionary War. Because there was like a Brit outside of every door, and we were like,
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what? Fuck these guys.
yeah, and fuck your tea.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck that
Yeah.
tea.
This is a statement.
Yeah, that's
This
why we're
means
putting
something.
more caffeine in our coffee.
That's right.
I'm taking that tea, putting it right back in.
Yeah.
Oh god. Well, moving right along,
Dude,
we'll
little
do
pump.
a minor. A little
Oh,
pump
yeah.
is going to be like me at the gym, except it's going to be a big pump.
I bet you didn't
sorry.
think that.
Uh,
Bet you didn't think I could read that, huh?
No, I did. Well, you have really good eyesight, so it doesn't help me out when I'm trying to
I
hide
got
this
one
from.
eye.
I saw
So-
something about
New
Lil Pump
strain,
2. Hit
huh?
it.
Yeah. So Lil Pump says he doesn't believe in Corona. There's
No
like this.
duh.
There's this video of him like going around like, nah, I'm not gonna mask up. And they're like, because he got kicked out of JetBlue or something.
Yeah,
he
that's
can't
what
fly
I
JetBlue.
saw.
And then there was this video like, oh, like, do you believe in Corona? He's like, nah, I don't believe in that shit.
So you have COVID now?
I don't know. Probably soon to come
Yeah.
though.
Probably going to get
He's
it.
flying JetBlue. I feel like he's always talking about how much money he has. Why is he flying JetBlue?
First class
Excuse
JetBlue,
me.
man.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I mean, I imagine, right? I mean, first class tickets are
JetBlue's not bad.
expensive.
Yeah, I mean, it's like expensive no matter what airline you're on.
You guys
Um,
remember that
Flying
NBA
Spirit.
player? Was it Rudy?
Oh, Rudy Gobert, like
Yeah.
literally the first one to get COVID, and
He was like touching everyone's mics
As a
at an
joke.
NBA
Yeah.
press conference.
Dude, that was
And then he
like
got tested positive.
Yeah, like
that's
the next
got to
day.
be like one of the ultimate clown moves of this year.
yeah,
Oh my
he's an
God.
idiot.
He needs an award.
Top clown of 2020. So there is a new strain of COVID popping up in Europe.
Nice.
It's a sativa.
Dude, I can, wait a minute, is this the sativa COVID? Dude, you know I can only have indica COVID, dude.
COVID-20 coming soon.
It's evolving.
But dun, 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 dun. Like the,
Like straight
Pokemon
up.
theme song. Whatever. Dun, dun, ring. All right. It doesn't seem to be more. Okay, so here's the thing. A lot of concerns about it.
Come on in, man. We're close here.
We can do this.
Stop.
A lot of concerns about it. It doesn't seem to be any more dangerous or any more contagious, though some are speculating as such. You'll definitely see some articles like, oh, yes, this is way worse than the other one. And it's actually like
The
not
UK
true. Yeah,
strain.
It's popping up all over Europe, which is
kick you in your
the
windbag.
US.
You're gonna kick in your windbag, you wombat.
It turns you
Kinda
into a
confusing
Brit.
a lot of things. Yeah. Dude, it turns you
bruv.
into a Brit. Dude, just like slow. Your teeth just like slowly start shifting out of place.
Not even,
How
you're just like, hey,
stereotypical
man.
can we get here?
All right, bruv, I'll see you later. And you're like, hang on, what was that in the middle there?
Start greeting everyone.
I don't know.
Hello,
Are
Governor.
you sick?
This is terrible.
All right, next.
It's okay. The British are good. Yeah, I like them.
They brush their teeth.
You know what? They get to they get to make fun of us about so much stuff, like being fat, which is kind of funny because they're also fat, I guess, right?
They're fatter than the average pig, according to
Oh, yeah.
statistical data.
Yeah, that's right. We did that. We did that in an episode.
Lose some weight,
did.
England.
Oh God. Okay. We're not fat shaming. So the
I might have been.
next the next step here would be that they say that first of all, this happens all the time with viruses. They mutate and stuff. They get new strains. That's why the flu, you are supposed to get a new vaccine every year. I don't even think I've ever gotten a flu vaccine.
I'm not
at
getting
least.
that microchip.
Yeah, I don't think I've gotten a flu vaccine.
Not
either.
my
No,
vaccine.
I got one when I was.
no,
not my
never.
vaccine. Oh, you've never had a vaccine?
Or if I used to get
You
the flu
definitely
vaccine,
have
I've
been
definitely had it
vaccinated.
like in high school. But
Right.
ever since I went off to like college, I was just like,
Yeah, I never got it once I went to college either. Ever?
Twice.
Okay, yeah, because I got it when I was younger.
From
For whatever
25,
reason,
so.
I feel like when you're a kid, you're definitely way more likely to get it because when you go to school, everyone's
Oh,
like
yeah.
disgusting.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I wanted to point this out because I think it's important. There's currently no evidence to suggest that the current vaccine won't work on the new strain. So that's
Have they
good.
tried it?
Supposedly.
Hmm.
Now I don't know. You know,
Did
that's
you guys
early
see
testing
a
and stuff. but-
nurse got the vaccine? Pretty sure it was Pfizer.
Oh yeah, I know what you're about to say because I literally have it in here.
Well,
and then
actually
he got COVID.
Yeah. So
He
this
got
I
the
thought it was a
vaccine.
doctor, but a
this
nurse.
vaccine's bullshit. Don't get. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Get vaccinated.
It has microchips in it.
Yeah.
yeah.
You're
Clearly.
tracked by the government right now.
Yeah.
With what you're holding in your hand. Phone.
It's all about Bill Gates, man.
Dude.
I don't know what people are so
Billy.
obsessed with Bill Gates. They're like, well, first he was into computers,
Dude, he's
and
gonna
now he's
control
into
the world.
vaccines.
Yeah.
What is he gonna do next, dude? That's why that episode of Nathan for You is so good when they make that whole like plot about. Oh wait a minute, you might not have seen this
I
one.
don't think I have.
They make this fake movie about Bill Gates trying to destroy the world with asteroids that he controls with microchips, and it's great. Anyway, so it's a great episode.
Watch it after Barry.
Yeah. So I saw an article about how a nurse got COVID after getting the vaccine.
yeah, that
Um,
happens sometimes with vaccines.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
just like a thing.
also, you got to remember that, first of all, it's a 2-dose vaccine. He only had the first dose. When you only have the first dose, the vaccine's only 50% effective. So he was essentially flipping a coin every time he walked into the hospital.
Okay.
That's
Um,
really funny that the news article I saw was not like this.
Oh, it didn't bring that up? Of course not.
Go on.
Yeah. So here's the thing. This
Fake news.
Yeah. This is the thing. I saw the article that you're talking about and the one that's getting shared around, which is pretty much saying like, oh my God, this vaccine's totally bullshit.
Probably
because
the Daily
one
Mail.
nurse. Yeah. The Daily Mail is the article that I read that was
Probably.
like,
because
Yeah.
a single nurse of countless nurses who have gotten
Yeah.
vaccinated got it.
This
Oh,
vaccine
shit.
doesn't
wow,
work.
it doesn't.
Yeah.
It looks like it doesn't work. Yeah. Well, so
I'm sure it says vaccine failure.
Yeah,
That's the
exactly.
title.
Yeah, something like that, something clickbaity. But anyways, it is a 2-dose system, so it's important to note that after the first dose, you're only 50% protected, and then when you get the second dose is when you're 94% protected.
Yeah. See, so like even then,
Yeah, even
6
then.
out of 100 people might get it.
Yep. And it's like, but it's like better than nothing,
Yeah.
I know my grandfather's really excited to get it. Dana actually just called me. He's like, I'm
That's
getting
really
the
cool.
vaccine like
Oh, nice.
next week or something,
Oh,
which is
that's
really
awesome.
Yeah.
Did you guys, a thing just binged on my phone before I came here. We're about to set another record for deaths in a day in the
Really?
U.S. And they're saying 80,000 people may die in the next
Whoa.
couple of weeks.
New record on COVID deaths.
I don't know.
Let me look up my more fake news to tell you.
I haven't heard. Well, I haven't heard. I haven't heard that yet. But yeah,
U.S. hits record for daily COVID-19 deaths again. This was December 30th.
Yeah. So the thing I saw, we're gonna break that
Oh, it's
again,
LA.
and they're saying, the first couple weeks of 2021, up to 80,000 people.
Wow, Jesus, that's crazy.
They're
to
just
think
taking
about,
out
man.
back and shooting them.
I mean, I guess.
Christ.
I mean, I guess we'll see.
Sorry,
What, I guess we'll
COVID.
see what happens. They're rolling out the vaccine.
But yeah,
so
a little
Yeah.
pump.
in a few months.
COVID's still not real, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
COVID doesn't
Gucci gang,
exist.
Gucci gang. Times 8.
Times 8.
he does. Yeah, he does. He does. You can count, dude. Jealous.
Well, and that's really all I got for
Yeah,
today.
that's the whole episode. See you later, boys.
Wow. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Thank you for listening to Bone Apple Tea. We release new episodes every Monday and Friday, where Monday's episodes take a deep dive into specific topics, and Friday's episodes we discuss current events and have fun. Make sure you subscribe so you don't have to do anything to get the latest episodes.